Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on the channel, and this is going to be the second part of my American comedies that I'm recommending. The last video went nearly 40 minutes, so I thought it's probably better to split them into two videos, because otherwise it's going to be like a mini feature film in a way, because it's going to be definitely over an hour, and I know I definitely lose the attention when it gets to that length, so I thought it's better to split it. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to do the thumbnails, because I did say I was going to record this the following day, but it's a few hours later. I thought I'd get it done before I do my episode of the watch pile for the week. I might just use the same thumbnail, to be honest, and just name it part 1 and part 2. But anyway, get straight on there, because we've still got 3 piles left. So first up for this video, we have Delivery Man, which is a comedy with Vince Vaughn from 2013. It's basically a comedy where he finds out that because he was a sperm donor many years ago, or throughout the years, I suppose. Sperm donations he made 20 years ago. He's the father to 533 children, and he wants to try and meet as many as he can. They're trying to find out who he is. Basically, they've actually filed a lawsuit to find out who he actually is, and it's a comedy about him trying to come to terms with the fact that he's a father to all these people. And yeah, it's pretty funny. You got Chris Pratt in there before he lost loads of weight for Guardians. Kobe Smulders. Who else is in it? Don't say who else. But I remember thinking it was a pretty enjoyable watch. So yeah, thought I'd share that one. Next up, we have Dave, which is a film from Ivan Reitman from 1993. Yeah, 1993. About a man who's basically a lookalike to the president, and something happened. I think the president becomes ill or something, so they hire him to pretend to be the president. So much so that even his wife, played by Sigourney Weaver, doesn't know, because they're a bit estranged. You've got Ben Kingsley in this. You've got Frank Langella. Who else is in it? Kevin Dunn, Ving Rhames. So decent cast. Music by James Newton Howard. And yeah, again, I remember this being a pretty funny one. Typical sort of Ivan Reitman film. Kevin Kline's really good in the role. Yeah, recommend that one. Dave. That's the German import, by the way. Next up, we have from 2015, Cooties, Elijah Wood. Is it Jack McBrayer? Who else is in it? Rainn Wilson. Alison Pill. Yeah, quite a few people in there. Lee Winnell as well. I forgot he was in it. It's basically about these teachers at school, and the kids get cooties and essentially turn into zombies that prey on adults. So it's kind of like, it's a comedy survival zombie type film. Very funny. It's basically, I think they eat chicken nuggets that give them cooties, I think, and yeah, it's very funny. If you like a different take on a zombie film, I'll give this a go. A lot of fun, that one, Cooties. Next up, we have The Change Up, Ryan Reynolds, Jason Bateman. Now, I'm not the biggest Ryan Reynolds fan. I've got a bit tired of his shtick and his comedy. It's just a bit boring for me now. His personality is just a bit too much for me, personally. But there's still some films of his that I'll watch, this being one of them, because it's quite a fun film. It's basically a body swap film about two best friends, and they wish that they basically could have each other's lives, and then they end up swapping bodies. One of them's like a dad, and the other one's like this high-flyer businessman. So they basically got to deal with the fact that they're in each other's bodies, that sort of thing, and everything that entails that. You've got Leslie Mann, Olivia Wilde, Alan Arkin in this as well. Yes, it's a decent film. Like I said, I'm not a huge Ryan Reynolds fan, but this is actually a pretty funny watch. I like Jason Bateman, so yeah, I'd say that one's worth the watch. Next one that you can only get on Blu-ray via this Australian release, and that's 2003's Bringing Down the House with Steve Martin, Eugene Levy, and Queen Latifah. Basically, it's about a man who is a lawyer. He meets Queen Latifah's character, who's just escaped from prison, and she kind of bursts into his life, and he doesn't want anything to do with her. But then they kind of start helping each other, I suppose. You've got Eugene Levy, who's, very funny in this. Betty White's got a performance in this that's quite funny. She plays a neighbour that's a bit racist. Joan Plurite, she's got a really good performance in this towards the end. Jean Smart, who's excellent in Hacks, plays Steve Martin's ex-wife. One that I recommend. Nice, funny, early noughties comedy. Next up, the first Paul Feig film that kind of put him on the map to be a name to look out for, and that's Bridesmaids. Great film, very funny, very memorable moments. Yeah, it's a bit of a chick flick, but there's some very funny scenes in this. The bridal shop scene being one of the funniest, just hilarious. That Melissa McCarthy's character is really funny in this as well. Yeah, really good one, this one, Bridesmaids. Then I'll show you these together. We have Anchorman 1 and 2. Equally both as funny. They've both got their funny parts in this. I think there's more memorable things in the second one for me. Whether it be Brick doing his own eulogy at his funeral. That was quite funny. The scene on the bus when they have the bus crash, that's quite funny. Just the fact that Harrison Ford in this. The fight scene in this towards the end, where there's just loads of random cameos, that's quite funny. Yeah, I like both of these films. As I say, this one's got more memorable moments, but they're both equally as funny to me, I think. So yeah, those are the Anchorman films. Then we have 21 and Over, which is like a teen comedy from 2013. You've got Miles Teller. Who's the other one in this? Skylar Astin, Justin Chon. About two friends at college, and their friend, what's his name, Jeff Chang, is like a straight A college student. They visit him for his 21st birthday to have a party, but he's supposed to have interviews the next day for university, I think, for medical school, sorry, that will obviously predict his future, tell him what his future, lay out his future for him, I suppose. But they end up going on a night of chaos, and yeah, very funny, hilarity ensues. Love these sorts of films. 21 and Over. And then these I'll show together. We have 21 and 22 Jump Street. I rewatched 21 recently. Had a lot of fun with that. Need to give this one a watch again. Remember it being funny. Like the warehouse scene at the start with the My Name is Jeff bit. That's all funny. And yeah, all the stuff with Ice Cube in both of these is quite funny as well. Yeah, decent films, these ones. 21 and 22 Jump Street. Excuse me. Next up, we have 40 Days and 40 Nights, which is starring Josh Hartnett. And because he wants to try and get over his last girlfriend who broke his heart, he decides to turn to abstinence for 40 days and 40 nights, see if he can get through it, because it's very hard for him, and people are trying to break it, the abstinence, in lots of funny different ways. And he actually falls in love during this, seriously falls in love, and obviously because he's trying to be abstinent, he can't do what he would normally do and act upon his impulses. And yeah, it's a very funny film. I really like this. Yeah, recommend it. 40 Days and 40 Nights. Another great one here, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Just a great Judd Apatow's first film. Steve Carell kind of put him on the map. You got Seth Rogen in this, Paul Rudd, Jonah Hill's got a cameo in this, Catherine Keener, Jane Lynch playing their boss, I think. Yeah, really funny this one as well. The waxing scene, the whole Jonah Hill bit. Yeah, the TV bit, in obviously because they work in a TV shop. That's all funny. Yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Next up, we have Adventureland, fun film from 2009, set in an adventure park about a kid played by Jesse Eisenberg who takes a job over the summer at this adventure park, falls in love with Kristen Stewart's character. Got Ryan Reynolds, who does kind of play a schmuck in this, bit of a douchebag. He's like the maintenance guy who's kind of having a bit on the side with Kristen Stewart's character. even though he's in a relationship. You got Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig, who kind of like the managers at the theme park. They're quite funny in it. There's Martin Starr, who you might know from Silicon Valley or Tulsa King. He kind of plays his friend who befriends him at the park. Yeah, as I said, funny film. Coming of age, I would put this in. But yeah, a lot of fun as well. Next up, we have a classic from the 80s. Uncle Buck, 1989. Yeah. John Candy, can't beat John Candy and John Hughes together. Yeah, just a classic. What more could be said about Uncle Buck? Just a classic film. Another classic here from 1988. Twins, another Ivan Reitman film. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, who they find out that they were twins, separated at birth, and are trying to come to terms with it, basically. And it's a very funny film because they're very different, obviously. Next up, I think this is produced by Sean Levy, written by Seth Rogen. We have The Watch. Really like this one. Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, Jonah Hill, Rich Ayoade, who's hilarious in this. He should do more films. I can't remember anyone else in this. Rosemary DeWitt, it says. Basically about neighborhood watch, and they discover that there's aliens taking over their town and are going to try and put a stop to them. It's a very funny film. Yeah, very funny, this one, The Watch. Then we have another great one, Pineapple Express. Seth Rogen, James Franco play two stoners. They're the sole witness to a murder by an evil drug lord. They've got a corrupt cop involved as well. So they're basically being hunted down and they've got to try and survive. Along with their supplier friend played by Danny McBride. Very funny in this as well. Yeah, David Gordon Green did this one. I said in one of my previous videos, he's better when he sticks to films like this and not big IP franchises. Yeah, a lot of fun, that one. Then we have Ted. Yeah, really like Ted. Not got the second one in my collection. Might get it, but yeah, a lot of fun. Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, really like Seth MacFarlane's comedy. And yeah, another good one. Then we have Tag, another really fun one from 2018. About a group of friends that every year get together and play a game of tag, basically. And they just... And Jeremy Renner's character has never been tagged, and it's his last year. I think he's about to get married. He's retiring, so they're determined to tag him before he gets married, before the end. You've also got obviously Ed Helms, John Hamm, Annabelle Wallis, Jake Johnson, Hannibal Buress, Isla Fisher, Rashida Jones, Leslie Bibb. Really good cast, and yeah, a lot of fun, this one. Really enjoy that one. Then we have Mallrats, my favourite Kevin Smith film, I would say. Just really memorable stuff. Really easy watch, really funny. All set in a mall. About these different characters, friends, and all linking. And yeah, really like this one. Mallrats. Then we have Morning Glory. A nice little, I suppose it's more of a romantic comedy. Rachel McAdams, Harrison Ford, Diane Keaton, Patrick Wilson, Jeff Goldblum. Great cast in this one. About a girl played by Rachel McAdams who's running a TV show in New York. It's like like a morning show, hence Morning Glory. I think that might be the title of it. And the two anchors are played by Harrison Ford and Diane Keaton, and they really don't get along. So she's got to try and help them make peace with each other. She meets Patrick Wilson's character, falls in love. The rest is history, that sort of thing. Yeah, good one, that one. Next up, we have the Miss Congeniality films, but I'm more saying the first one. The second one's okay, but the first one's a lot better. It's about, what's her name, Gracie Hart, is it? Yeah, she's an FBI agent that goes undercover in these United States pageants competition. The first one's got Michael Caine in, who's the consultant trying to get her to look the right way. You got Candice Bergen and William Shatner playing the judges in the first one. Ernie Hudson's in the first one as well. Who's in the second one? Regina King's in the second one as well. Treat Williams. And yeah, they're fun films. Yeah, fun early noughties comedies. Next up, we have My Cousin Vinny. Great film with Joe Pesci, Marissa Tomei, who won our Oscar for this film. About a lawyer who's obviously called out to this small town. He's only just passed his bar exam, not very good, because I'm guessing is his nephew. Yeah, his nephew, Ralph Macchio's character, has been accused of murder in this small town, and they obviously didn't do it, so they've got to try and... Yeah, it's a good film, this one, very funny. Next up, one of my favourites from Michael Keaton, Multiplicity, about a man, he's a workaholic, he has to try and obviously balance his work life, his family life, all of that, and he just can't. So he comes across this new experiment, like a genetic experiment, where he can multiply himself, and he does so, and chaos ensues, we shall say. Yeah, a lot of fun, this one. Andy McDowell in this one as well. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with this one. Yeah, Multiplicity. Next, I have another coming-of-age comedy, The Kings of Summer, about a group of friends who in the summer decide to go and live in the woods together, and their parents have no idea where they've gone, but they want to kind of go off the grid, I suppose, and just live like just in the woods with each other. Yeah, really another really fun film. Who's in this? Nick Offerman, I can see on the back. Nick Robinson, Gabriel Basso, who you probably know from The Night Agent, or he was in Juror Number 2, Clint Eastwood film. Erin Moriarty, who you probably know from The Boys. Megan Mullany, who's obviously married to Nick Offerman in real life. Alison Brie. Yeah, good cast, and yeah, really good coming-of-age film. Definitely recommend that one. Then we have Long Shot, which is it Jonathan Levine? Yeah, with Seth Rogen, Charlize Theron, basically about a man he's like, I think he writes, he's like a journalist, I think, and his crush is, or his childhood crush was his babysitter, who's played by Charlize Theron, who's now running to be president. And they kind of reunite, and he goes on her press tour with her, that sort of thing. And yeah, very funny. Bob Odenkirk playing the president, really funny. Got Lisa Kudrow in this one as well. June Diane Raphael, who I know best from Grace and Frankie, who plays like her assistant, I think. She's really funny in this. O'Shea Jackson Jr. is really good in this. Andy Serkis, yeah, good character in this one. Alexander Skarsgård plays the Canadian Prime Minister. Yeah, a lot of fun, this one. Really funny as well. Really likes. I got a lot of time for Seth Rogen. I think he's really funny. He's really made a name for himself in Hollywood. I've just watched the first 2 episodes of his new series, The Studio, where he's running a studio in Hollywood. That's great. Recommend that if you've got Apple TV. But yeah, really like Seth Rogen. So yeah, this one's definitely a good one. Then we have Liar Liar, Jim Carrey, absolute classic. Top 5 Jim Carrey films for me. Love this film. Just delightful film. If you like Jim Carrey, you've not seen this, put this one on your list for sure. And then another Seth Rogen one, Knocked Up. Love this one as well. Top 3 Judd Apatow films for me. Absolutely love this film. Yeah, if you've not seen this, give that one a go as well. Into the last part. I'll try and get through this as quickly as possible. Just Go With It, Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, I find this one a lot of fun. You've got Nicole Kidman's got a good role in this. Basically about a man who meets the girl of his dreams, but he's got to get his assistant to pretend to be his ex-wife because he's has a ring on his finger, and obviously his soon-to-be girlfriend, his girlfriend wants to know why he's got a ring on his finger. So he says he's got an ex-wife, he's about to be divorced, that sort of thing. So he's got to try and go with the lie, just go with it. That's and they go on holiday to Hawaii. Yeah, a lot of fun, this one. I think it's quite funny. So yeah, enjoy that one. Just go with it. Next up, we have a double pack of 2 John Candy films. I really like John Candy. First one's called Delirious, and he plays I think he's a television writer, or yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a television writer. It's been a while since I watched it. Who essentially ends up getting into one of these soaps that he writes for. He's transported into the soap, and yeah, and he's got to try and work out what the hell's going on. Remember it being funny. And then the other one's Canadian Bacon, which I believe was one of his final films. It's a Michael Moore film. Very political, about the Canadians and the Americans and all that sort of thing. It's been a while since I watched it, but like I said, anything with John Candy in is worth the watch. So yeah, recommend this set here. Then we have another Seth Rogen film. You can tell I like Seth Rogen. The Interview, James Franco, where the two television celebrities that go to interview Kim Jong-un in Korea. Very funny, watch this one, give this a watch. It almost got banned, obviously because of what it's about at the time, but yeah, really like this one, The Interview. Then we have Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, another Kevin Smith one, the first film of Jay and Silent Bob's that they lead. Obviously got Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Chris Rock, loads of people in this pop up. Yeah, a lot of fun, this one. We have The Informant, Matt Damon, Steven Soderbergh film. I think it's based on a true story about a whistleblower. It's definitely a black comedy. Really good sort of thing. If you like Soderbergh's films, it's that sort of thing, but black comedy sort of thing. Yeah, recommend that one. Then we have Identity Thief, Melissa McCarthy, Jason Bateman. Yeah, really like this one. A lot of fun, this one, where she steals his identity and he's got to go he tracks her down and tries to stop her. We've got to bring her back to basically prove that his identity's been stolen. To clear his name, basically, because he's said to have stolen something. So yeah, Identity Thief, that's a lot of fun. The Intern, Nancy Meyers film, the last one she did, a lot of fun. Robert De Niro plays like a 70-odd intern at this big company run by Anne Hathaway's character, who at first is a bit sceptical because of his age, but they soon form a bond. And yeah, it's a really heartwarming, funny film. Yeah, The Intern. Which I can say the same for Instant Family. Very heartwarming, about Mark Wahlberg, Rose Byrne's character. They want to foster kids, so they go and foster these 3 kids. And yeah, it's about having to raise these kids. They've never done it before. Yeah, a lot of fun, this one. Octavia Spencer, Tig Notaro in this as well. Yeah, recommend that one, definitely. Then we have The Internship, Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, again, where they decide to become interns at Google. Yeah, and they're like a fish out of water sort of type of thing, so they don't have a clue what they're doing. It's a bit of a fluke, it's them getting in. But yeah, really funny as well, really like that one. The other Paul Feig film I was talking about, The Heat, probably my favourite of the 3. Love this. Sandra Bullock, Melissa McCarthy have excellent chemistry. Just such a funny film, this one. Who else is in it? Marlon Wayans, Michael Rappaport. Yeah, just such a funny film. Definitely give this one a watch. I guarantee you'll laugh at this one. It's just so funny. Then we have, I'll show these together, Horrible Bosses 1 and 2. Really enjoy both of these films. Think they're both just as funny as each other. Yeah. Then we have Grown Ups. I like the first one. I even like the second one. I don't have it though. Harmless fun. I laugh through them. So yeah. I'm an Adam Sandler defender. I like quite a bit of his films that people don't. And finally, but by no means least, we have Grosse Pointe Blank, a great comedy from the mid-90s about a hitman that comes back for his 10-year high school reunion and kind of tries to rekindle a romance with an old flame, played by Minnie Driver. But then his arch rival turns up to the game. I think he's played by Dan Aykroyd. Got Alan Arkin in this as well. What's his name? It's not on the back. Jeremy Piven plays his friend. John Cusack's character friend, I mean. And yeah, a lot of fun, this one. Really like this one. Another one that I would definitely recommend. And that's it. That's all the American comedies that I have in my collection that I wanted to talk about. Apologies, the dog started again. It always starts when I'm doing videos, don't know why. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel, and comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment because I really do appreciate it. Let me know, is there any that I've missed off of these videos that I should add into my collection. I always take on board feedback. And that's it. Until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.